write so many papers?
So, Sucrose, the package you mentioned that you received before, you need to be careful when you're opening packages. I once had a friend mail me. Once I opened it,
No, this package didn't contain any...
Hey, Timaeus! What are you chatting about? And who might this be?
Oh, hello, you two. This is Sucrose.
Hi, I'm Sucrose, Albedo's assistant. If you have any alchemy-related queries... Huh? My apologies. I don't get out too often. I'm usually in the laboratory where there aren't many others to talk to.
That's okay. You don't have to force yourself. I'm sure that once we get to know each other better, we'll become really good friends.
Hey, aren't you the legendary traveler? The one who repelled... I've heard so many stories about you. Always wanted an opportunity...
What do you mean, research?
Sorry. Don't mind me.
Well, never mind. So, what were you two talking about just now?
Sucrose received a strange package recently.
A strange
Yes. I believe it's from a Sumeru scholar who came here to study in Mondstadt. It's most likely a thank you gift for
Huh? A package from an academia scholar?
Oh, there wasn't anything dangerous inside. I think I've seen Timaeus with some similar looking...
You've seen me with some cards?
No, they didn't...
Oh, you meant these? Huh. Sucrose, have you really never seen these before?
No, never. Recently, I've been spending all my time up in the mountains working on cultivating pentatonic sweet flowers. Why? Is this an area of research?
You could definitely say that it's trending, but not as an area of... It's called Genius Invocation TCG.
Genius Invocation TCG! Genius Invocation TCG! Haven't you heard of it before? Apparently, it's a game that was invented by a scholar in the academia. People from all over are playing it now.
That's right. The game's been catching on lately. The Yae publishing house in Inazuma has even published a series of light novels based on the game. The story is... It starts with a young guy in Sumeru who finds an ancient casket of tomes in the attic. He opens it and discovers that the soul of an ancient TCG player called the Crocodile King... It turns out that the Crocodile King was King Deshret's viceroy, who battled an opponent named the Ibis King. After being unexpectedly released by the kid, the Crocodile King possesses him and helps him to gradually climb the ranks.
Timaeus.
Huh? What's wrong, Sucrose?
No. I was just thinking about that time you requested an extension on your progress report deadline.
Well, I did go through a phase recently where I wasn't putting enough focus on my work, but it's under control now. I've committed to not even touch Genius Invocation TCG.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Oh? What?
Well, since it's a gift from a researcher I've collaborated with, I thought that I should at least try...
Oh, right! And since it's a game from Sumeru... Just wait until Paimon plays it enough to become smarter than you. Then you'll be sorry. Although, it seems like we can't learn how to play it anytime soon.
Well, research is, but if you'd like to learn the rules of Genius Invocation TCG, then I'd actually... Yep, that's the place. It's where everyone in the community goes to play when they have time. They gather there, trade cards. Trying to learn the rules can be intimidating at first, but it's a lot of fun once you get the hang of it.
Understood. Traveler, Paimon, let's go. To be honest, hearing to...
Well, what are we waiting for?
Welcome to the Cat's Tail. Ah, it's... Oh, and Sucrose the Alchemist. It's been a while, hasn't it? I'm afraid I've already told you before. Fur from...
Don't worry, Margaret. We're not here for that reason.
Sucrose, what kind of experiment...
I just wanted to test out some hypotheses, and I needed some materials. But, we can talk about that later. Actually, Margaret, we're here to learn more about...
Genius Invocation TCG. We were just... You see, more and more people have been gathering at the Cat's Tail to play. So I thought, why not have a dedicated staff to serve the new
Allow me to interpret. Prince says that the word customer is...
My mistake. So it seems I haven't introduced you yet. This is Prince and Shuyan. They will be in charge.
I'm afraid I must correct you there, ma'am. Only Prince, the strongest... The average player is incapable of grasping the subtlety and sheer genius behind...
Wow! Another guy you can understand...
How can you use such a crude word as animal to describe the one and only Prince? He is special and the... Oh? What's that? Shuyan. In the eyes of the common folk, I look no different than any other ordinary cat. It's a natural mistake.
It seems he really is capable.
Seriously, how can he get all of that from a simple
Yes, it was the sacred duels of Genius Invocation, TCG, that formed and cemented...
So, playing Genius Invocation TCG...
Somehow Paimon doubts that.
Anyway, if you'd like to know anything about Genius Invocation TCG, then please ask Shuyan, who will ask Prince. Though I'd love to explain more myself, it's time for my daily walk. I'll let Prince play a game with you and walk you through...
Just as a seasoned warrior can foresee the path of his opponent's sword, so too can I, as a TCG master, predict my opponent's every play. That's what Prince said.
Oh, Prince doesn't want to play with us, huh? Fine!
I'm sorry, but from the day I met the mighty card master Prince, I swore an oath that my hands would live solely to hold the cards and not...
If Prince is unwilling to play, then I guess we should...
Yeah, blah, blah, blah. What is it? I'm pretty busy over here, you... Why is it that every player that sets foot in here to play Genius Invocation TCG has to have a drink? Ugh! Don't they have any clue that the key to playing a game is the ability to think straight? Seriously, games and drinks don't mix. Don't they get that?
What can I say? As the tavern owner, I can't. Anyway, I see you've been working hard, so I thought you could use a break. So why not come over here and teach these customers the rules of...
Ha! Ha ha! Yeah, what kind of break is that? I'd rather not. Oh, why are we letting all these loafers come in here to play Genius Invocation TCG? You know, if drink sales keep going up like this, pretty soon Mondstadt's out.
My dear, you are quite mistaken. You said it yourself. A clear prince speaks the truth, Diona. Not only is the spread of Genius Invocation TCG no obstacle to your goal of destroying Mondstadt's alcohol.
Could it really?
Sure, why not? Alrighty then. Our 2 customers are waiting to learn. Shuyan, let's put you on drink mixing duty for now.
But Shuyan is destined...
Shuyan, drink mixing, now.
Okay.
Ooh, all right. We'll need some space to learn. Let's go to that empty table over there.
Diona's waiting for you. Go to... That's what Prince said.
Okay, let's go through the rules. First things first. You'll be needing your deck, so place that on the table.
Deck?
Yes. You should have built a deck. You know, a set of cards that meets... what's with the blank stares? Come on. Don't tell me you came to learn Genius Invocation TCG.
Yeah, we need a practice deck. Can't you just let us use one?
Psh, there's no such thing. Okay, let me think. To learn the game, you'll need at least... Oh, that reminds me. A few days ago, when I was closing up for the night, I noticed a customer had left a couple of characters.
Are you sure that's so...
It's already been a few days, and he still hasn't come back to claim them. Who knows? Maybe he left them here... Oh, okay, yeah, I got them here with me. You know, just in case the customer came looking for them.
All right, so now we have 2 character cards. That's...
Yep. So, are you ready to start? All right, then let's begin. Welcome to the world of Genius Invocation TCG. Simply put, this is a game where you control character cards to duke it out with your opponent. Pew, pew, pew. Once you've defeated all of your opponent's character cards, victory shall be yours. Now then, you're gonna need a character...
Let's go.
First, we roll 8 elemental dice at the start of every round. These dice correspond to elemental... Once the roll phase is over, you'll enter the action. During the action phase, you can spend elemental dice to perform various actions. Of course, the most common action is to use character skills. Not bad. You just made your first attack. During the action phase, both sides will take turns making their moves. After you use a skill to attack your opponent, it's their turn to attack. And as you can see, once the enemy finishes their move, it's our turn again. Now, these are omni-element dice. They can be spent on any move regardless of the elemental type. So, we're gonna use them to pay for the pyro dice needed for this skill. Go on. Haha, that was... But the game has only just begun. As much as we'd like to attack again, after you end round, you won't be able to do it. And once everyone chooses end round, all right, here we are, a fresh new round means time. Ooh, that's some terrible luck. But don't worry, situations like these are why we have the option to re-roll. Once per round, you can select all the dice. When the action phase begins, the player who first chose end round in the previous round takes their turn first. This means that since you finished first the last round, you'll... Alrighty then. Each time you use a skill, your character will gain 1 energy. Once Diluc's energy is full, Never mind. Diluc's normal attack only needs 1 pyro die and 2 other dice of any type. In any case, your normal attack needs... Now we have 3 energy, plus we have enough pyro element. It's time to...
Your verdict is...
In an actual game of Genius Invocation TCG, you need to use multiple character cards to form a party. Next up, it's time... Oh, it seems like any move by Kai is going to cost quite a lot of cryo dice. When you deal cryo damage, you'll cause your target to be affected by cryo.
Freeze!
Good! Now our opponent is affected by cryo. This is a good time to learn about elemental reactions. Different types of elemental damage affect enemies with different elements. When a character is affected by certain elemental combos, an elemental reaction will be triggered. At the moment, your opponent is affected by cryo, so we should try and use a pyro skill on them. Looks like we have to switch active characters, though. Oh, that reminds me. Normally, we can only use the active... Now, if we want to use the skills of... In this case, we'll have to switch to... You can spend 1 elemental die of...
Let's finish this, swiftly.
Switching characters is an action, just like using a skill. So once it's done... Most skills can only target the active character. As you can see, your opponent just attacked Diluc. All right then, now that Diluc is our active character, it's time... Because the opponent is already affected by Cryo, dealing pyro damage triggers the Melt elemental reaction. When triggered, Melt increases damage dealt by 2. This will allow you to deal loads of damage in one go! All right! Next up, let's learn how to use card types other than character cards. These cards are all known as action cards. Each time a match starts, you have to draw 5 action cards to form your starting hand. Uh-oh. Looks like we don't have any elemental dice we can spend. Seriously? We still don't have any usable dice even after that reroll? Well, never mind. Even in cases like this, we can still attack. We just need to put the action cards in our hand to good use. Don't underestimate action cards. So playing this action card will require 2 of these. See the symbol? Yeah, that means you'll need to play elemental dice of the same type. Some other cards will cost you these instead. The cost requirements for these are much more lenient. You can spend any kind of elemental dice. We'll cross that bridge when we get there, though. For now, just... So, playing an action card from your hand is a form of fast action. Fast actions do not end your... Simply put, you can continue to act even after playing an action card. But wait, Diluc's elemental skill... Well, not a problem. This is where we... By discarding 1 card... And this card isn't useful right now. Sometimes you won't be able... Ingenious Invocation TCG. In this case, well, just like playing cards from your hand... Come on, hurry up! Well, would you look at that? Finally, we now have enough elemental dice. Because you have the White Iron Greatsword equipped, Searing Onslaught will deal what? Now comes the final part. At this time, we can select any number of cards. Once you have confirmed any adjustments you wish to make to your starting hand, both players... Oh boy. Let's see how you do this time. Remember, start...
Let's finish this swiftly.
Hey, look at you! You sure are getting the hang of these rolls. Now let me teach you one last trick, free of charge. You can preview your opponent's actions. I mean, that is to say, you can read their intent. Check it out. So here's where you can see all your opponent's intended actions for the round will be reference this to come up with effective countermeasures and easily defeat your opponents. Well then, that's the end of the tutorial. You're on your own from here. Maybe... Wait. There's one more thing I almost forgot. Every time you hit an end phase, you get to draw 2 cards from your action cards pile. Remember, you have to make use of both your elemental dice and...
Ready when you are. Dodge this!
Let's finish this, swiftly.
All right, cool. What we just played was an adventure challenge designed specially for new players. Genius Invocation TCG can be played in duel mode, where each player brings 3 character cards, or in adventure challenge mode. But the rules are all the same. As long as you understand the basics, then you should be able to take on it.
Although I feel there are still many details.
That was quite the detailed explanation. I didn't know the Cat's Tail's famous mixologist had such an eclectic skill set.
What? Oh, when did you get here?
I stepped in while you were in the middle of your explanation. I hope I didn't dampen the mood.
You have slow reactions. Wait, are you copying me? Shut up. Anyway, What are you doing?
The Cat's Tail is a player in Mondstadt's alcohol industry. Naturally, you have some I'm here today to discuss a few items of...
Too bad she just left. But if you head off right now, you might still catch up with her.
Never mind, it's nothing urgent. In fact, I think I'm now more interested in this card that you're using to teach them the game.
Wait! This... It's Diluc's character card!
Although I have some degree of experience with Genius Invocation TCG, seeing this particular card is a first for me.
A customer left it behind a few days ago, but he wasn't even playing the game while he was here.
Oh? And what's...
He wasn't wearing an eye patch, okay? He had a light complexion and a super...
eye patch? You...
Gah! I was trying to give the opposite description.
Don't worry. Somehow, I don't think he'll be giving you...
So, what about the Diluc character card?
I don't mind. It's just a card with my image on it.
I didn't expect Diluc to be familiar with Genius Invocation.
The game has been catching on lately. It's hard to go anywhere with... I was hoping we could play a game, but this issue of someone leaving a character... It's getting late, and someone has some explaining to do. Good. Then I'll take my leave.
You know where the door is. Don't let the door hit you where Lord Barbados split you. Uh-oh. Guard captain.
I hope Kaya will be all right. Well, now that we are familiar with the rules,
Ooh, 2 new players having their first... But, in order to play an official duel, you need to... Remember, a complete deck has to have 3 character cards and 30 action cards.
then let's use my cards. These were mixed in with all the others I had received. And I didn't know what they were for at first. But now that we've learned... Now, it looks like we each have the Kaya, Diluc, and Sucrose character cards. So why don't we have our... All right.
Unlike the adventure challenge you tried previously, duels are true tests of strength between 2 players. In a duel, your opponent can also use action cards, and they'll also be able to grab new cards during an end phase. At the same time, your opponent must also spend elemental dice to take actions, so you'll be unable to view their intent. Are you ready?
This will be interesting. Freeze!
Freeze! Dodge this!
I want to help. Stand clear.
Don't push your luck.
Stand clear. Swirl, Mark 2!
I'm not done.
Darn. I didn't factor that into the equation. Animo test 6308.
Let's finish this, swiftly.
I can do it. Oh, I wasn't expecting that.
There can be no excuse for defeat.
I can't believe I lost when we had the exact same character cards. Every decision is a difficult trade-off in this game. If there...
That's not how the rules work, Sucrose. Don't be a sore loser.
Oh, I am sorry. I was beaten fair and square, but it was a fun match.
Paimon didn't know you could get so competitive.
I always get a... It's like that with my research, too. It always gets to me when my experiments don't go as planned. Especially...
You lost me at alchemy and experiments. But I'm pretty sure it's normal to feel that way. Playing cards is no different. Each game you lose makes you want to win the next one to settle the score. And seizing victory through a winning combination of luck, skill, and experience.
But what if you keep trying and trying?
A losing streak, yeah. That'll definitely get you down. But it's way better to keep trying until you win than to just accept you're a plain... Besides, Sucrose, you're already making great progress. It'd take at least 8 of our regular booze hounds to match your level. You played well this...
Thank you. I'm just a...
Good! Having fun is the main thing. If you ever want to play again in the future, feel free to come by the Cat's Tail. But don't expect me to play with you. I just mean, this place probably...
I'll definitely...
All right. I think you should have all the basics down by now. I need to get back to bartending. Shiyan's likely been busy making his tavern more popular with his delicious cocktails. Pui, pui, pui. And we can't have... Huh. Burning Mondstadt's wine industry to the ground keeps me pretty busy, you know. So if you need... I have to make drinks for the customers now. If you've got any more questions about...
I see. So you have now grasped the rules of Genius Invocation TCG.
That's right! The Travelers, Sucrose, and Paimon are TCG players now! Paimon picked it up from watching you and Sucrose.
Becoming a TCG player is not as simple as that. Sobering words from Prince there. But I'm afraid he's right. To become official players recognized by the Genius Invocation TCG Society, you have to pass the test. It's just a tabletop card game. I'm not sure how you would plan on achieving something like that. Basically, to become an official and recognized TCG...
So, you have to win 3 duels against 3 different...
The duel you just played can... I agree. Although I didn't get to observe the match myself, I did listen along. And from what I could hear...
Same way you can hear what...
A well-trained ear is a basic skill expected of anyone hoping to become a TCG master. But, Sucrose, you may have lost the last duel, but don't be disheartened. I can assure you that winning 3 games is well within... But first things first, Shuyen. Before that are... Ah, yes, my goodness. Completely slipped my mind. I'm lucky to have Prince here to remind me.
Oh, Timaeus mentioned it, didn't he?
Oh, that's right! The soul... So the Casket of Tomes...
Well... Actually, all card cases in Genius Invocation TCG are called Caskets of Tomes. Not only do they provide a reliable and sturdy container to store your decks, they can also...
Oh! Paimon can guess what you're gonna say next! The reason they can sense each other is...
That would mean an extraordinarily high number of people in history have been turned into disembodied souls as a consequence of playing card games. No. The real...
Darn! What a letdown. Alright, now let's see this casket...
All Caskets of Tomes are issued by Margaret, probably for the best. If Prince and I were responsible for handing them out, knowing how eager we both are to promote... Okay, so go and see Margaret to claim your Casket of Tomes, use it to find another player, beat them in a...
But even for the Traveler, that's only 2 wins.
I shall choose the final contestant she must beat in order to become an official TCG player. Excellent plan, Prince. Happy dueling, both of you.
Hello, you three. Has little Diona... Ah, I see you're here for your casket of tomes.
So this is a casket of tomes.
That's right. A purpose-built case for your card deck that can even detect when someone else nearby is carrying...
Yeah, well, even the most fun game is pretty
True. So I'm glad that these customers, TCG players, are able to congregate at the Cat's Tail. You're not wrong, but that's secondary. The important thing to me is the opportunity for like-minded people to come together and enjoy their favorite hobby.
All right. In that case, I'll go find some people. Thanks. I'll do my best.
Okay. There's a player nearby! That way! Let's go see! Aha!
I'm sorry. Is there anything I can assist the two?
We want to become official Genius Invocation TCG players, but we have to pass the...
Oh, I see. Unfortunately, I'm... Are you quoting the Knights of Favonius handbook at me? So be it. Then let the duel begin.
I want to help. Animo test 6308. my research has failed.
Cool it!
Gosh, I lost. You're remarkably good at this, considering how new to the game you are. Let's play again when you have some time. But ideally, not when I'm on duty.
We did it! Now we have 2 victories under our belt. Let's get back to the cat's tail. Paimon wonders who Prince is gonna pick as our final contestant.
Haven't you heard? There's a strange wanderer near
I sensed that she had what it took to become an official TCG player, but she has returned to the tavern more quickly than I had Defeat the opponents I have arranged for you, and you shall become an official TCG player. I look forward to watching this game. Not just Prince. I can't wait either. Come, your opponent...
She won't lose to them, whoever it is. Right, Traveler?
What ho, fellow voyager of the stellar void! Yes, even I was briefly discountenanced when I heard the tidings of your sworn oath to become the thrice victorious. But so, step forth, O brave challenger. Your princessin grants...
Pardon my directness, but we have not been waiting that long. Mein Fräulein could afford to be a little...
Huh? Paimon...
Your opponent sounds anxious to begin. That's what Prince said. Please enter and enjoy...
Who else but the princessin? For, as the name of this hallowed rite suggests, only when the wisest of heroes is summoned can the master of cards hope to be crowned the champion. This path is a treacherous one. It must be tread with great caution, for eternal doom and damnation are but one wrong step away, and that is why none is more suited to appear in this audience chamber than the princessin, whose Aug de Veertelang des großen Kaleido-Phantasmus has witnessed 10,000 battles across 3,000 worlds.
Oh, is that right?
Indeed. Mein Fräulein has watched many games of Genius Invocation TCG, and has...
Oh, that's true. Ah, this makes sense now. Prince did say that he was gonna pair us with someone of a similar skill level.
The princessin needed but a single glance at these mere machinations of mankind to discern their working principles. Thus, with speed and brilliance paralleled by lightning alone, do I now arrive here at the gateway to yonder circle of secrets.
Main Fräulein, too, has bested 2 opponents thus far.
So there's a lot on the line, huh? Either Fischl or the trap.
Indeed.
The princessin herself heeds the call of fate and descends to this realm from the Immanakreich. Yet still, you dare to doubt the inevitability of the inevitable. Your stubborn foolishness is contemptible.
Main Fräulein, I implore you to consider less odious turns of phrase, lest you be forced to feast on your words in the fullness of time.
I shall... What say you, Outlander? Do you wish to make an enemy of me, the Princessin de Vertelung, who even now begins to strum the strings of fate? Then I say it is time to see what you are made of.
Ready when you are.
Cool it!
I summon thee!
Cool it!
I can do it. Animo test 6308.
Let's light it up!
Oh, so sorry.
This is just my. This is but a small sacrifice necessary to achieve ultimate victory.
I can do it.
Freeze!
Enhanced Animal Module 75.
This will be interesting. Dodge this! Don't push your luck!
What happened? Oz, with lightning twixt upper and lower mandible, strike thy pointy beak into this obstacle and remove it from my path!
Mein Fräulein, I cannot simply attack the traveler.
I can do it. Absorption test. One shall descend once again.
Impossible! Ugh, the cursed dragon looms. Traveler, was even this part of your plan?
What a truly ingenious plot.
Congratulations! You've won 3 duels now. Yeah! Oh, yep. I've won 2 games so far. When I got back, I heard you were in the middle of... Nice! Sucrose one...
It seems I am forced to admit, fellow voyager of the stellar void, that your mastery of the cards is second to none. To commemorate your glorious ascent to...
Main Fräulein wishes to give you a Main Fräulein character card.
Wow, it's Fischl's character card!
'Tis a mere token of such. To the victor of this
Oh, excuse me, ma'am. I am all...
Nothing would delight me more. I hereby...
One other thing. When I got back, Prince and Shuyan said there was something they needed to give you. If you managed to become...
No card game in the world has a card like that! Paimon bets it's some kind of... Let's go get our prize!
With 3 electro dice, I summon my eternal familiar, Osvaldo Hrafnavine, to my side. Heed my invocation!
But, Main Fräulein, I have been by your side all along.
I mean in the game, Oz.
Then, I'll use Chaotic Entropy to invoke a large wind spirit. That deals increased damage when it carries an element other than Animo. So...
Oh! So be it! One shall not be swayed by such a feeble attack.
Ah, so it was you who won the duel in the end. I knew you'd do it. Congratulations. You are now official. Very well done. Now I will The first thing all new official TCG players receive is their TCG. This handbook tells you exactly what you need to do to become a top-tier TCG player. Make sure you read it. Secondly, a range of Genius Invocation merchandise is now available for you to purchase here at the Cat's Tail. And thirdly, whenever you wish to play a game with a friend, you can use the invitation board there. Whoever you wish to duel against, simply Yes, it's right by the bar counter. Once you get the hang of it, you can play with your friends whenever... That's it, really. If there's anything else you didn't quite understand, you can always come and ask. Yes, indeed, I'm quite sure they will. Oh, hope you have fun playing...
Wait, isn't that Tabby? What's she doing in the cat's tail? Tabby!
Ah, it's you two.
What are you doing here? Wait, and how did you get out of this?
Of course I can. Ah, but this is your first time seeing me out. Although the Adepti created teapot spirits For instance, there's Jade Seeker, who travels far and wide to gather the rarest But it is true that I, in contrast, rarely leave...
Ah, Paimon gets it. Huh. Well, since you so rarely leave, what's the occasion today?
As curious as I am to know how the drinks here differ from those in Liu...
What reason is that?
And as it happens, it has something to do with the Traveler, too. Well, as I'm sure you've discovered, with the rising popularity of Genius Invocation TCG, inviting a friend to a duel in the tavern has become a... There's just one little problem. Many invitees currently have to travel an enormous distance to get here, turning the whole thing into quite an ordeal. I have therefore been... That way, anyone with an invitation will need only to think the thought, and they will instantly appear in the game room. You will be free to use the room whenever you wish to invite a friend to duel, and it will be far more straightforward for them to take you up.
Wow! This'll make things... But what if Margaret finds out? She's not gonna get...
That shouldn't be a problem, since the realm will not be physically located within the Cat's Tail. She was quite enthusiastic. Oh, Liyue's Adepti arts sound pretty useful. Could you double the size of the tavern while you're at it? Unfortunately, my mastery of Adeptus arts is not sufficient to achieve this.
Huh. Yeah, that does sound like something Margaret would say.
Anyway, it's great that you're here. I was expecting to have to wait until your next visit. Right then, let's get started. Okay, that should do it. Over to you. Now you can invite friends to duel with you in this room wherever in the world they are. I hope it serves you well. Oh, and I almost forgot. A guy. Hope you will have fun playing Genius Invocation TCG.
The mechanics of this card game. They should be comparable to the conventions of chess.
This will be interesting.
Freeze! Quake!
Absorption test. Swirl, Mark II!
Let's go.
Let's roll!
One with my blade! After all that...
An oversight on my part.
You shouldn't see me.
The outcome is yet to be determined.
See you at the rematch.
I humbly admit defeat.
Okay.
legs are so sore. Guess I must have been sleepwalking last night. Again.